Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
And controlling the pace, he'll just be playing back for safety, and now Peanut coming down.
Yeah, getting a little bit aggressive here as he is going to charge up the slingshot. Doesn't actually find pace. Stretching strike still going to land as his flash is already on cooldown. He's only level 2 and he is dead. Viper collects first blood, and that's 400 gold for Azeri. Into even more. Chovy also just casually farming lots. But, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really need to announce that, did I? It's sort of how that one goes. Is all right, all out from Doran. Looking for Keen here. Does find the charge up. Doesn't get the slows on that one anymore, but almost is able to take down Keen. And now he gets a big old crash, and he's running at him. It's going to be the counter-strike used here by Keen. Doesn't have the leap strike anymore. He's trying to get his health back.
Wants a cannon.
And Doran really wants more. He gets the flash out, but there's the kill. Doran actually able to stay alive in the end, just barely.
Able to get the cannon. He almost got the cannon and then got a counter kill. Gets neither.
All right, there's a polymorph to come through here. Is now Delight. He is very, very close to dead and will be wiped out as the seismic shove is good. Viper just trying to do what he can, but he has not a whole lot to offer here. As the bubble going to speed up Chovy getting back down towards this bottom side. He'll grab a plate on his way out.
These teams are just so good. These teams are just so good at punishing any choice made by the enemy jungler or any. Okay.
Peanut is in a rough spot. He does have this thing called the cell separation thing, but yeah, that's just he's dead once again.
Bit rough that Pays didn't get the GENG have right now. You're just going to hope for a turret in consolation, and you're going to really hold on tightly to your 2 Drake lead in your heart and in your mind. Zeka once again in danger.
Yeah, Buster shot going to be needed here as he does manage to knock Canyon away, but Canyon still lands the Glacial Prison because of course he doesn't. Keen, he's now on 2 kills. They're looking to take down this turret as well, and 4 members of GENG down here. Doran, I don't think he's defending this one, and GENG, yeah, there's a Drake that's alive, but he was thinking about looking for Chovy there, but not actually able to grab too much as this Drake, that's going to be taken down. And now Doran, he's trying to get in there. Does actually pick up the Sejuani, goes all out, and they might be able to grab this kill. He flashes, but everyone can get over that wall. That's another kill for the Zeri. Gets knocked up by the tidal wave as in goes Keen. The ulti out from Viper, but now he's on about 0 health. Doran has a shield, so he's not going to burn down to the ignite, and Delight flashes over. It was an aggressive move from Humble Life Esports. They get a kill, and somehow they all survive.
Yeah, that was here, so they just start this one up, and where's the entry point for Doran? He doesn't really have one. They're just going to now turn on to him.
Yeah, he does have a blast cone that he can utilize here as Pays getting aggressive, but he is soaking a lot of attention more than anything else. It does allow Peanut to get in the right area. He's eating bloblets as well, so he should be all right as Chovy sets up a wall. The Glacial Prison's not going to work out, but the Smite will, as they do manage to lock down their second Hextech Dragon. Now Doran looking for that backline. A lot of damage as Viper gets that ulti down, and somehow Doran survives for about forever. Still, Zeka is able to get out of there with the rocket jump, and they lose one, but they're
right on top of the cone. He almost got out.
That's why it's called a blast cone, not a bloblet cone. Well,
yeah,
we know.
True. Okay, Viper is like, I think I might be able to do something with this. Maybe. I'm Zeri.
I mean,
I don't have ult, but I'm trying.
Baron is going to be real dangerous times. He does sidestep, as now Keen is going to force out the skate. Jet Set Radio Future's out, and that's going to mean that the Baron is taken by Chovy. So that was closer than it could have otherwise been. Delight has to flash, is now, okay, Doran on this Cassante sets up vision and is now looking to corral them. They are a man down because Peanut is not in the area, but Doran is pretty large. It's a fair bit of AoE that they have going down, but they just focus the right targets. They get rid of the Cassante.
And this is what they've done in...
Doing his very best to defend here as Keen puts up the counter-strike. Extendo Beam is going to land onto Chovy, and Viper is scary, but he is not... Yeah, when he's prisoned, he is not as scary. And now with 5 members strong, in goes Peanut. He actually looks for Canyon, but minions are everywhere. He gets the wild growth. He tries to stay alive, but he does not have the passive. And he's going to be taken out by Pays here. They'll now just crack open the base in the mid lane. They'll head towards top lane as well. And Humble Life Esports 4 versus 5 are not going to be able to fight this. And GENG, they just managed to put the screws in early enough. They didn't allow the Zeri to get the work done. Pays has been dashing around these fights, looking fantastic in the mid to late game so far. And Zeka, he's been basically invisible.
He is just, I mean, he's just unable to do anything, and he doesn't have...
Well, we're looking for the flank play. Let's see whether this one's going to work out, as that's a very long distance Cassante. Peanut going to be thrown over. Another bubble is gorgeous, as he is going to get split up now. Doran looking for the opportunity, as Canyon's taking a fair bit of damage, but he's not the optimal target. He's the tank. He's the one that's supposed to take the damage. And Viper, he's now trying to find pace, and he does get there almost. And there's the counter-strike. The instant cleanse is not enough because Keen just bonks him on the noggin, and that is going to be the Zeri out of the fight. Another counter-strike comes in. It is a pretty decent polymorph, but it's not enough. And Chovy's there with the damage for the remainder of the kills. I mean, going to win the game.
Keen is playing insane this game. I mean, even though he had a laning phase where he was targeted, it doesn't matter. He's crushing Zeka in sides. He is getting on top of carries. He is not afraid to just go for the counter-strike play against all odds. And once again, just takes Viper out. This game is so done.
Well, Peanut does connect an arm, but that is about it. Basically just shaking hands with Pays as they say GG. And GENG will take game number 1 over Homolife Esports. I imagine in scrims as well. And Zeka is on a Talia. This is not his bread and butter. This is not the type of champion that you're like, oh yes, this feels like a Zeka draft. I think once again, this is going...
Weaver's well just moments before.
Yep, it's really nicely done. I do want to take a little bit of an aside to say that Viper and Delight just went back to base together and both bought shoes. So they went shoe shopping together. It's very cute.
That's cute.
As Peanut is going to find Canyon, or as Canyon found Peanut, Chovy definitely has, as he does collect a Glacial Prison, but does manage to use that Spirit Rush pretty beautifully. Peanut does have to flash, but there's the kick flash onto the Sejuani. He's pretty tanky, but that is first blood. Going over to Canyon, he immediately goes down as it's Delight that picks that one up, and now GENG in an awkward spot, but Chovy is bouncing in and out of the fight. The seismic shove collects the kill under the cow, and it's a 2 for 2, and first blood was in there somewhere.
Yeah, first blood. I think it went to...
I think Canyon got
top side, but Keen is now almost 30 CS ahead. It will be like 20 actually after he catches that wave. Hens.
Headbutt going to be used here as the wall is just not quite long enough, but it does not matter. He's only level 5. His will is quite breakable at this stage of the game, and that is going to be Viper locking that one up. And I think that might be the right call. I think that GENG just give this up. They get themselves the money. And it is in fact Doran teleporting back towards the top side. So now GENG can move back in. Maybe the teleport was a little bit early as the Q's going to connect. And in he goes and he steals it away. Oh, we saw that in slow motion, didn't we? As Canyon is still going to burn down. But that's 2 dragons over to GENG. Oh, the pulverize is massive as Viper is down to 100 health. And now Pays just hops on over. And the Fate's call is massive also. Chovy, he'll be able to help lock down his ex-teammate, and it's a double kill for Pays.
In the chaos, Chovy hitting the CC.
I think GENG probably happy to get it, to deny it from Homolife Esports. I mean, because of Keen wanting to poke.
Exactly. That was the only thing I was going to say is it does feel good as he's just going to go through the chains.
Yeah, and Doran is now going to look to try and lock him down. He flashes over, but the charm is going to be there. Oh, Battle Dance. Delight trying to find the opportunity. Oh, Grand Entrance not quite there, but Viper's going to turn up the charm. What? It connects headbutt pulve, and Chovy is just toying with them. Delight's still going to be able to knock him up. He is still going to be taken down. But if we just cut the video before that, then it would have looked really, really cool.
I mean, I think it looked really cool the whole way through. That was some of the most impressive passage of play that we have seen in a long time. That was actually insane. It doesn't necessarily matter in terms of his life, but it matters in terms of the time. He buys the damage.
Team for a very long time. And we're going to see it one more time here.
So he decides, okay, they're rotating around on me. I have to go in on this. Eats a ton of turret shots here. Flashes perfectly while then dropping the charm. And then Delight gets the shield on Doran's relives. Then Lehen says, okay, I'm coming over here. I'm going to block out. He dodges Delight here on the Q. Charms the enemy AD carry, has a blast cone. Zeka ults on the chase, and then he is eventually taken down. But before, of course, queuing Viper, putting him down.
Oh, and now Doran is once again in trouble. He tries to get a bit of a combo here, but he's just going to go down. Lahen's also, on the other side of the rift, is going to be taken out. And this has turned into a pretty bloodthirsty affair here between these two squads. As Pays just picks up his cow and takes him out of the paddock.
Yeah, so
that GENG has put together for themselves. I think Homolife Esports would like the game to really slow down and allow Viper to get to 3 items. Right now is sitting on only 1.5. As Headbutt Pulve is going to dive right on top of the aforementioned player's duo teammate, and that is going to be the Rakan falling down. Now Doran, World Ender has been popped, but it is just going.
Doran eats half his health bar of damage as well. And Baron is spawning in 20. I mean, it feels like we're in late game with how much action we've had, but we're really just on the cusp.
Oh, well, that's going to be the knock-up onto Canyon, but he still manages to safeguard his way out, and he stole the red buff. Pulverize lands only onto Peanut, looks to try and get the stun as well. As Chovy, he's going to get the Feather Storm out of Viper, who does recall the blades, and that is going to be the kill onto the Ahri. Outplayed nicely here, but GENG, it doesn't look like they're done just yet. Pay's going to have to flash, but in goes Delight. Oh, Pays avoids his ex-teammate as well, as Lahans is going to be left for the Wolves, and Viper, in the end, collects a double. Doran's still looking for more as Keen flashes forward. Pays will be wiped out. Doran's the hero! And Keen able to lock down the Aatrox, but now Hummerlife Esports have Baron on their mind.
I just don't do that.
Oh, we're back. We're back in the Thunderdome once again as the Charm is going to miss this time around. Orbit Deception is massive, but Delight will be just completely avoided and then blown up by Chovy.
GENG are just dunking on him. They're down on kills. They're only 2,000 gold ahead, and they just don't care. They're just going to walk towards Hummerlife Esports.
Barely misses onto Peanut. Orbit Deception value coming on in there as they are looking for it. Shock Blast connects there as well. And Delight, it's going to be harder for him to engage if he's at 50% health.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, okay. That is a target that you could look for as gets the Feather Storm very comfortably.
That's all it takes.
Canyon. He's magnetized these Qs, dude.
Yeah, that's all it takes. And now look at Chovy's angle.
Yeah, Delight now in trouble. That is a point-blank Orbit Deception. Still has the charm, but Delight quite going to be hit by it.
But I mean, he does enough damage. He's going to trade one solo Ocean Dragon for Baron and be happy with a Hanwha Life. I don't think they can contest this. The damage is real here. They have to try, but look at how little vision they have. Look at the pings of the wards. They know there are so many wards on every single entry point. GENG cover their bases so hard, and like you said, the vision was moved to Dragon. GENG cleared up all the vision.
He did.
Every time he tries, Chovy just goes through it straight towards him and then magnetizes that charm. This one's going to miss, but the damage is done.
Yep, Celestial opposition now down, so Delight is very susceptible now as this inhibitor turret, flash pulp, not quite going to do it there from Lahans as the feathers are picked up. And Glacial Prison goes completely wide. Decent seismic shove there, but the Fate's Call is now going to come through, and Peanut will be taken down. Grand Entrance onto 2 from Delight as they dive into the skies, says Keen. And Pays says, all right, that's where I'll send him. They managed to get the kill onto Zeka there, and it's only Delight that gets to watch as a lot of his ex-teammates destroy his Nexus. And GENG, they'll 2-0 their way through Hummerlife Esports to our Saturday showdown.
What a dominant performance leading into...
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.